you know, like the air sucked out like a. It's just to make yeah, the pans when it's smoky. You don't have to smell the whole house. The smoke detector doesn't have. So I went half the sausage lengthwise, and then half that lengthwise another time, and then half that lengthwise another time. So basically 1/8 that. All right, let's do that. Let's all 1/8 that. And when I finish 1/8 in that, my pan should be ripping hot. Right now, as my pan is ripping hot, I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. Preferably if you have that spraying oil, that's better. But I use animal fat, so I will have like this dip a small amount of oil. I'm just gonna add into this recipe a total of 1 tablespoon of lard because I use that 1 tablespoon of lard for every single dish I use instead. I'm not gonna use a whole tablespoon of lard right here. It's 115 calories. It's a lot. I can eat a lot of rice with that. So I'm just gonna paint the oil into here just a little bit so it doesn't get sticky. Right? And it should get nice and really hot. It should be ripping. Okay? Especially when you're making lean protein sources. You should have your pan ripping hot so when you drop your protein in, it cooks really quickly and it doesn't get dry. So alongside that, cut your protein really small. So it cooks really fast with a high heat and you won't be worried about it being raw. So with that, I'm gonna slice that 1/4 into 3 parts anyway. So like I'm making this into like very long strips. With that, my pan is ripping hot. I'm gonna add my protein in there. Oh yeah, right thing. Right? And guess what? Next thing I'm gonna do, crack in the egg. Out of the pan. I'm just gonna make scrambled eggs today. So 3 whole eggs and the pan. Dump out the egg, let trash can right over there, and start whisking right away. Or else we'll be burned. Okay? We have a very hot pan right here. And our only purpose right now is to cook up the egg and reheat the meat. If you have like raw meat, you should add the meat in first until it's like, you know, a bit deep and colored first. And if you're cooking like with high heat like this, I recommend you just season it with like dry spices like salt, onion powder, pepper, stuff like that. Don't add like marinade like soy sauce or something. It will burn. So that I will just whisk it up into like a very nice scramble. And when I add the egg now, the heat of the pan has reduced drastically. After I just whisk it around, it absorbs the heat, the hot heat. Now I can go out and slice the rest of my hot dogs. And there we go. We got some cravings down. Very nice. Slice it into small strips as possible. You can buy. Like this is 1 hot dog. That's enough. Like that's so much fight for there. So right now, my egg is fully cooked. Turn off the heat, and now add in the topping. Let the residual heat do the work, and then yeah, you're done, bro. Just whisk around, make sure no egg stick to the bottom of the pan, and then whisk that sausage around. Let it cook with the residual heat. My pan also like absorbs heat really quickly, so it depends on what pan you have, how quickly it absorbs heat. You may want to spend more time on the fire before you add any food in. I would recommend when your pan literally smoke it, and if you have like this smoke, you know, distinguisher that sucks all the smoke out, you should turn it on because when you're cooking lean meat, lean protein, the hotter the pan, the better. And also cut the protein small enough so it cooks with that heat, high heat. If the meat is too thick, it will not cook thoroughly in the inside, right? So, there we go. That's my blob of protein. That's it. That's high protein. We still got pieces of sausage right here, so I can enjoy that and then. But I still got decent amount of protein. So right now, I'm just gonna let the residual heat do its job. Put all my cutting board onto like the washing machine or into like the dishwasher or like a sink if you have it. So yeah. Also, yeah, put my leftover salty fat. And right now, I'm gonna add up my calories because today's cooking is pretty quick. So, what did we use? Usually, a bag of sausage has 500 grams, and it has 10 sausage. I used one of them, so one of them should have 550 grams ish. Let me add. Okay, so this is another tip. If you're cutting, try to add the calories a bit on the overside. If you're bulking, and you're really bulking, try to add the calories a bit on the underside. Or just track it accurately. If you have to like guesstimate it, try it. When I'm cutting, I usually add like round it up to like 1 to 2 more grams than usual. So if I have sausage, this sausage, I know the brand of it. It will have that one is probably 52 grams. So that one sausage has 135 calories, 2.1 grams of carbs, 9.9 grams of fat, and 9.4 grams of protein. So let me put it into lunch. Right. With that, 3 whole eggs. The 3 eggs will have, let me check, eggs right here. 3 eggs will have 1.4 grams of carbs, 14.9 grams of fat, and 18.6 grams of protein. Let's add that in. And that pork shoulder, I weighed it in and it's around 25 grams. It's not a lot. So cooked pork shoulder without fat. That, according to MyFitnessPal, it says 25 grams is around 67 calories with 0 grams of carbs, 4.4 grams of fat, and 6.3 grams of protein. Let's add that in. And now we just add some rice, whatever how much rice is it. For our protein source, it is around 417 grams. 417 calories, my bad. And it has around